Welcome to Procurement Services presentation on using the Buyer Assist form. The Buyer Assist is used when your vendor needs a contract or agreement to be signed and they will not accept a signed purchase order alone. The Buyer Assist allows the requisition to route automatically to Procurement Services no matter the expenditure type or the dollar amount. We will begin by logging into the integrated system and getting to our iProcurement homepage. You will notice on the upper left-hand corner, normally you go into UVA Marketplace through this icon, but just above is the Buyer Assist. Instead of clicking on UVA Marketplace, click on the Buyer Assist tab. You'll be brought to the Buyer Assist non-catalog request form, and it has multiple fields to fill out. Just take it one at a time. Your item type has a few choices. Determine whether you're predominantly buying goods or services. I recommend choosing either one rather than the middle, goods or services billed by amount. Goods billed by quantity or services billed by quantity. For today's example, I'll do services, and we'll pretend we're doing a hotel conference. You want to lead off in your item description by naming the vendor that the agreement is pertaining to. There is no supplier field in the Buyer Assist form, so we don't know who the agreement is to unless you let us know. And the best place to put that is the item description. We'll say Omni Hotel, Richmond. Make sure your vendor is registered, that you have confirmation from them, from your point of contact, that they are registered. Do check the system before you begin to see if they are there. If they are not there, you may forward them the vendor registration form right off of Procurement Services homepage. So again, step one, name your vendor, and then a description of the what, why, and where, just sort of the essentials. We'll say conference, July 1st, 50 attendees. Next, your category. You can always go do the fallback, which is miscellaneous, but there are other categories such as hotel, furniture, software services. If you're not sure, click on the flashlight icon and you'll be led to a field where you can put a percent sign in. If you're not sure of the different categories that are available to you, just simply put a percent sign and you'll see them listed 10 at a time. I'll see if there's a hotel category, and sure enough there is. I can just simply do a quick select and my category is selected. Now the quantity field, think about if you're getting multiple types of services, will there be multiple invoices? If the answer is yes, that there'll be multiple invoices, you may want to put the estimated cost, say it's $1,000, in the quantity field rather than doing quantity 1, price $1,000. And this way, you're basically creating a pool of money in which to invoice against. You could put 1,000, put EA for each, and then 1 in the unit price. The problem with saying quantity 1 at 1,000 is that if a $200 invoice comes in, then you're getting less than 1 quantity. So if you do it 1,000 at 1, then you can do 200 against your 1,000 versus trying to figure out what quantity $200 would be. So think about flip-flopping quantity and price. If a credit card is going to be used for this solely and no check is going to be cut, you can even put a 0 in so that you're not encumbering funds on this purchase order. And you can put in your item description, payment by procurement credit card if we're going to pay for it, for instance. You're then going to add to cart. That's over on the right here. And you'll go to View Cart and Check Out. Now you'll be in familiar territory, very similar to what you see when you come back from Marketplace after you've just punched out of a catalog or done the non-catalog order form. You'll select Check Out. You'll have your PAYO information to review. Make sure that that's accurate. Make sure you have an expenditure type. I'm going to do rent, comp, and space. Next, we'll go to step 2 of 3, and here's where you can add an attachment. This is where we want you to add the vendor's contract. Make sure that contract or agreement is in an attachable format, a Word document or a PDF. Describe what you're attaching, vendor contract. The category, make sure that that says miscellaneous. And then browse for your contract. Just double click, just like you would on a normal attachment for a email attachment. And then last step is to select Apply. You'll get a confirmation message in the upper left hand corner. That's how you know the attachment took. You'll even see it down here. I didn't have a Word document, I just had a PowerPoint on my desktop, so I attached that. And you can put a note to buyer. Contract needs to be signed by June 15th. This is just a for instance of something you might put in, some kind of deadline or to whose attention it should be made to. And then if there's nothing else, you can submit your buyer assist. Again, you'll get a confirmation message. The red warning is just about not using the back arrow button. You'll get a requisition number, and it is off to procurement services for review. You go back to your shop tab, and you'll see your requisition here, and that it's approved. When you click on the requisition number, you'll notice it does not have an order number yet. It's still waiting to be assigned a buyer. Click on the details icon, click on the show additional information icon, and the assigned buyer is where you'll want to look over the next couple of days after you submit it. That's where you'll find out which buyer in procurement has been assigned your buyer assist requisition. And this concludes the demonstration on how to use a buyer assist.